Hello, I am author Eileen Schnabel, author of the Kep Westgard Time Travel to the American Revolution series, and we are coming up on the 250th anniversary of Paul Revere's ride. So during the time that Paul Revere is in Boston, this amazing woman named Phyllis Wheatley is writing poetry then. And in my book, One If by Land, Two If by Submarine, they get to meet Phyllis Wheatley. So Phyllis Wheatley, to me, is a story, not only is she an American heroine, but it's a story of grit like nothing else I can imagine. So I have not seen the movie yet, but I know there's a movie that was produced by Angelina Jolie called Unbroken, and it's about a man who survives capture, I think it's in World War II, and brutal um, um, being held by, I think it was the Japanese. Phyllis Wheatley is a similar story when I'm going to call her Unbroken, because she was taken at age 7 or 8, kidnapped from her family, and sold into the African slave trade, and endures the brutal horrors of the transatlantic slave trade, the ship ride over. And just for a moment, to just pause and imagine, think of a girl, a little girl, 7 or 8, enduring this. And for me, it would be my niece, who's 8 years old as I'm recording this, and that she survives this. She is purchased, which, these are always hard things to even say, but let's just go for it, by the Wheatley family. And it turns out she's a genius. Not using this lightly, she is literally a genius. By 12, she can read and write Greek, she studies astronomy, and she starts writing poetry. And she is so good, in fact, at the poetry that she is one of the first American women to publish a book of poetry and is invited to travel to Europe, which she does. And she actually corresponds with George Washington. The letters are in the National Archives. She had written a poem about him and sent it to him in, I think, 1775. And 1776, he writes back, acknowledges her incredible skill as a poet, and invites her to visit him at his headquarters. So just imagine what it took for her to survive and essentially share her gifts with the world. She died really young. She was only 30 when she died. And I think her story is just one of sheer determination and grit, and a gift, right? A gift to all of us, that she survived, persevered, and shared her gifts. So when I was in Boston, I went to the church. You can go to the church that she attended, which was, I think it's the South Meeting House, I think was what it was called. And you can also, there's a beautiful sculpture to her in the park in Boston. So I just wanted to share that with you briefly. My characters, as I said, meet her in One If by Land, Two If by Submarine, and yet another American hero to meet. And thanks for letting me share, and I will talk to you soon.